Was I wrong for snapping at a stranger over the sidewalk? I had just finished a long day at work and was walking home after stopping at the store. I was already tired and irritated, just trying to get home without dealing with anything stressful. As I was walking down the sidewalk, I noticed a couple coming toward me holding hands. They were stretched across the entire path and were not leaving any room for anyone else to pass. I stayed on my side, expecting one of them to shift over as people normally do. But the closer we got, the more obvious it became that neither of them planned to move. Eventually, we were almost face to face, and instead of squeezing myself into the road, I stopped walking completely. That is when the woman looked at me and said that she was autistic and that this was the side she walked on. I was caught off guard and honestly frustrated. In the moment, it sounded less like an explanation and more like a demand that everyone else accommodate her without compromise. Based on what I understood about autism, I found the situation confusing, especially since she seemed perfectly comfortable walking closely with her partner and speaking directly to a stranger. So instead of responding calmly, I snapped and told her to get lost in much harsher language. After a brief awkward pause, she eventually walked around me anyway, though she looked genuinely shocked by my reaction. Now that I've had time to think about it, I am wondering if I completely misread the situation. Part of me still feels annoyed because it seemed unreasonable for two people to block the entire sidewalk and expect others to move for them. But another part of me realizes I probably handled it badly and may have made assumptions about autism based only on their limited understanding. I keep thinking that if her partner knew she needed to stay on a specific side, he could have switched places with her to make room. Still, that does not change the fact that I reacted aggressively almost immediately instead of simply asking them to move or stepping around the situation more calmly. Now I am left wondering whether my frustration was understandable or whether my response crossed the line completely.